Good morning, children. So today again we are with the new session from your core, that is Hornbill, and we are going to deal with a poem today called the laburnum top. Yesterday I had given you an exercise in which many of you have come out with wonderful poems based on tree. That was an exercise so that you will get an idea about what we are going to learn today. Okay, so many of them have done a wonderful job. Keep it up. Yesterday I have checked and I have to check a few more have sent their work today. Whoever is left out, they can send the work today. So it's just 4 lines will be sufficient. 4 lines of a poem on any of the tree. Okay, that is the assignment that was given to you yesterday. Okay, so now we are going to deal with the poem the laburnum top. Okay, laburnum is a kind of a tree. So when you are having your textbook with you, you can see that. Okay, and it is written by Ted Hughes. Ted Hughes. So let's see. Edward James Hughes or Ted Hughes. He is known as Ted Hughes. This is Ted Hughes, the picture. And something about Ted Hughes. Ted Hughes was a British poet. He was born on the 17th August 1930 in Yorkshire in England. Okay, and according to the critics, he is the best poet of this generation and one of the greatest writers of the 20th century. He is a modern poet, and he served as the poet laureate of the United Kingdom from 1956 until his death in 1998. He died in the year 1998. And Ted Hughes is one of the most prominent British poets, and he is mostly known for his animal poetry. Many poems are based on animals. So if you just go through the poems of Ted Hughes, you can find many poems which are related to the animals. The jaguar, means the fox. These are the few poems written by Ted Hughes as such. He is also known as the animal poet, and he is one of the prominent writers of the 20th century, and he had remained as a poet laureate of the United Kingdom from 1956, a long period, till his death in the year 1998. Okay, so that is about Ted Hughes. So it is not actually the main characters. The two things or the meaning of the two it is just like a story. It's been narrated just like a story. So we have two things in this poem. That is, one is the laburnum. As I said, that laburnum is a short tree with hanging branches and yellow flowers and poisonous seeds. Okay, and goldfinch, a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. So there are two things. One is the tree and another one is the bird, goldfinch. Okay, so laburnum is a short tree with hanging branches. I will show you the picture. So this is the laburnum tree. Okay, so I have to say something about this tree because I don't know whether many of you will be knowing that I belong to Kerala, right? And this is the tree that is found over there in Kerala, and it is called as the Kanikonna. Okay, which means that during there is a festival known as Vishu. Okay, where we celebrate the birthday of Lord Krishna, and during that time these flowers bloom in the month of April, and Vishu is in the month of 14th of April. Okay, and it is just considered as a new year also of the Malayalam or of Kerala, like that. And during that time, during that festival, these flowers and the leaves are used to decorate Lord Krishna's idol. Okay, it's believed that Lord Krishna, it is the flower of Lord Krishna and it's loved by Krishna. And during that festival, we just make an arrangement of everything. We decorate Lord Krishna, and in the morning we just look at the idol of Krishna, pray, and we begin the day by burning crackers and things like that. It's a festival. If you just go through that, you will be able to find that. So this tree is prominently found in Kerala over there, and most of, means I have seen it in many other places too, not only in Kerala. Okay, so these flowers are used for that purpose. It is such a beautiful flower with the hanging, okay, bunch of flowers. You can see like this. Okay, these are the flowers. It's very beautiful, golden in, means yellowish in color. Okay, and this is the goldfinch, the bird, right? So if you want to see it again, you can just have a look at the tree, the laburnum tree. Okay, and this is the goldfinch, the bird that is mentioned in the poem as such, the goldfinch. Right? So let's move on to the poem as such. Ready? Hope you have joined the class. I started a bit early. Okay. So the poem goes like this. The laburnum top. Okay. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and the machine starts up. Of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings, the whole tree trembles and thrills. It is the engine of a family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Then with airy delicate whistle chirp, whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Okay, we will go to the poem once again. So the laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon, yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing and its seeds fallen, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a startlement at the branch end. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness and the machine starts up. Of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings, the whole tree trembles and trills. It is the engine of a family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Then with airy delicate whistle chirp whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. By Ted Hughes. So we'll move on to the introduction of the poem. The poem, The Laburnum Top by Ted Hughes, describes the mutual relationship between a laburnum tree and a goldfinch. Both of them are yellow in color. The tree is yellow because of its flowers and quite beautiful, and getting naked because of winter. So you know that when the winter comes, all the leaves and the seeds will be scattered, isn't it? So however, the bird goldfinch appear from the sky, and soon the whole tree is surrounded with the sweet chirps of the bird and her young ones. So the bird have set its nest in the tree, and until the bird comes, the tree is quite silent, and once the bird comes, it becomes very noisy with the sweet chirping of the bird as well as its young ones. It was previously dead, okay, the tree, and now it seems to be alive. So as the tree comes, the tree seems to be alive and shaking until the bird vanishes away again. Dead silence prevail. Okay, so until the bird goes away, the tree is full of energy, full of noise. It looks like a live thing. But once the bird goes, again the tree becomes dead, or with the silence comes over the tree. The poem is about a repaying relationship between the laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird. The tree is yellow, silent, death-like, and is made alive by the bird and her young ones. The yellow bird has her shelter on the tree where she feeds her young ones. Okay? But as soon as the bird leaves to fly in the sky, the tree becomes silent and death-like again. The poem has been divided into 3 stanzas, and there is no set of rhyme scheme in it. Okay? And the first stanza describes before the bird reaches the tree. The second stanza describes the coming of the bird, and the third stanza and the final stanza tells us the condition of the tree when the bird goes away. So I have not divided like that. I have made it according to my convenience. There will be a 4 stanza on this. Okay. So we will go to the explanation of the poem stanza wise. The laburnum top is silent, quite still in the afternoon yellow September. Sunlight, a few leaves yellowing, all its seeds fallen. Okay. So the laburnum, as I said that, it's a short tree with yellow flowers and low branches, hanging branches with the poisonous seeds in it. And in the above lines, the poet says that he saw a laburnum tree whose leaves were yellow. The tree's top is still and silent in the daytime on September month. So, what is the poet showing here or explaining here? He is saying that he saw the laburnum tree whose leaves were yellow. It is just in the stage of falling. Okay, so that's why the leaves are seeming to be yellow, and the tree's top is still. The top is still and silent in the daytime. And when is the day? When is the month? You have to keep in mind the month. It is the month of September. Okay. And it is autumn season. As I said that it's not only available in Kerala, but the trees are available in many other places, and autumn is not there in our place. So it is in the month of September. Okay, the poet is describing like that. It is the autumn season, and all the seeds of the tree had fallen. During autumn season, you know that all the leaves and the seeds fall. And the poet has used the word yellow for leaves as well as for sunlight. And what does the yellow symbolize in this poem? Yellow symbolizes death, silence and beauty. Okay, so here in the poem, yellow symbolizes silence, death as well as beauty. And he describes the whole scene of the tree with this color. So the whole scene of the tree is described with the yellow color, which symbolizes silence, death as well as beauty. And the poet uses the image yellow color repeatedly throughout the poem. Okay? How? Let's see how. First, the tree's flowers are yellow. The flowers of the tree is yellow in color. Then its leaves have also turned yellow. And what else? The sunlight is also yellow. So he describes, or he make use of the yellowish color throughout the poem. The yellow color symbolizes beauty because the flowers because the flowers are very beautiful, which though have fallen off in the form of seeds. Death because of the yellow leaves. The yellow leaves are getting old and they are about to fall. So it symbolizes death. As well as silence. Why? The daytime without rain or wind. It is the daytime without any rain, without any noise, without rain or without wind. In the whole stanza, the poet is trying to describe the miserable condition of the laburnum tree, which is silent, dying and without seeds. So in the whole stanza, what is the poet trying to describe? The miserable condition of the tree, which is very silent, dying and without seeds. It is useless. Okay. So that is in the first stanza. So in the next part, till the goldfinch comes with a twitching chirp, a suddenness, a startlement at a branch end. Then sleek as a lizard and alert and abrupt, she enters the thickness, and a machine starts up of chitterings and a tremor of wings and trillings. The whole tree trembles and thrills. Okay. So goldfinch, as I said that, it's a small singing bird with yellow feathers on its wings. And what do you mean by twitching? Twitching is a sudden jerk movement. Okay, chirp, the noise which the bird makes. Startlement means feeling or showing a sudden shock, means there is a sudden kind of activity going on in the tree. Abrupt means rapid. Chitterings, to make the chattering sound. Tremor of wings means involuntary vibration of the wings. The wings are fluttering, so it makes a sound. Trillings, again to produce the chirping sound. Trembles, the tree trembles means to shake. And thrills means a sudden feeling of excitement. The tree is filled with life once the bird comes to the tree. Okay. So the explanation of the stanza is, a goldfinch bird comes to end the death-like scene of the tree and makes a sudden chirp sound. The bird, while being rapid, alert and precautious like a lizard, sits on the branches of the tree. So it comes and very slowly, just precautious like a lizard, it sits on the branches of the tree. As she moved towards the thickness of the branch, her younger ones started chirping and doing vibrations with wings, making a sound like a machine. Okay. So as she moved towards the thickness means the nest will be placed inside, means not on the tip of the branch but to the end, isn't it? So when it is moving towards this nest, her younger ones, the babies, started making noise. Once it sees its mother, it starts making noise and doing vibration. It flutters, it's flying with excitement, making sound like a machine. So how does the poet feel? Like the bird, that once the goldfinch comes there, the young one starts working. So the poet compares the noise of the young ones made to the like a machine which starts working. Okay. Because of the movement of the bird and her young ones, the tree starts to shake and thrill. The poet has given two opposite scenarios of the tree. Okay, let's see what is it. The tree first being death-like. So in the beginning it was death-like and still, and then giving life and shelter to the bird and her young ones. So once the tree is, in the beginning it was considered to be death-like situation, but the tree has given life and shelter to the bird and its young ones. So it has allowed the bird to build a nest in that. The image of machine, okay, here refers to the young ones of the bird. A machine makes a lot of noise when it starts, isn't it? When it starts, it makes a lot of noise. Similarly, when the young birds see their mother, they start chirping like a machine. fluttering their wings very fast in joy as their mother has come with food. Okay, so the mother has come with the food, so it is just making noise. They were hungry as well as sad, being far away from their mother. Okay, so they were hungry as well as they were sad because they were away from their mother. Now the whole tree trembles and thrills because of mother bird and her young ones. The poet probably wants us to feel how a dead-like tree becomes alive because it has given space to the bird and her young ones. Okay, so the life comes to the tree because it has given space to the bird and its young ones. The bird has gotten shelter and the tree in return has got life. So the two-way process. The tree had given space for the bird to build the nest, and in return the tree has got life, which was dead like in the beginning. Okay, and then the next stanza. It is the engine of a family. She stokes it full, then flirts out to a branch end, showing her barred face identity mask. Flirts out means lead on to. Stokes means to add fuel, that is to the engine, giving food to the baby birds. Barred means stripes on the face. So when I am standing here, you may be able to see the stripes of the light on my face, isn't it? So in a similar manner, let's see what is being explained by the poet over here. The laburnum tree and the goldfinch bird is the engine of a family. Okay, the tree and the bird is the engine of a family. She provides food to her young ones and moves to the other branch end. Okay, her dark colored striped face is visible as her body is yellow colored and hides behind the yellow leaves of the trees. So she is yellow and she is hiding behind the yellow leaves of tree, and the black color is being shown as a barred face, or the shadow of the branches is falling over her face, over the face of the bird. It can be compared into two manners. Okay, the goldfinch is thus the engine of a family, which includes the laburnum tree as well. According to the poet, it fills them with fuel. That is, it gives food to the young ones and thrill to the tree. So the two-way process. The bird gives food to the young ones as well as thrill to the tree, life to the tree. Having done that, having given food to that, she again flies to the branch end. Only her dark colored striped face is visible, as it is yellow and hence becomes invisible in the yellow leaves of the tree. So only the black color over her head is visible because both the tree and the bird is yellow in color. Okay. And in the next stanza, then with airy delicate whistle chirp whisperings, she launches away towards the infinite, and the laburnum subsides to empty. Okay, so the last lines shows airy means weird or strange. Okay, and whistle chirp means gentle whisper like the chirping of the bird. Subsides means diminishes, lessens. So after feeding the bird, what happens? Reaching the end of the branch, the bird makes a sweet chirping sound just like the whisperings and flies away towards the infinite sky. Infinite means unending. And what happens again? It again makes the laburnum tree silent and death-like. So once the bird flies away, the tree comes back into the previous position, that is the death-like situation itself. Okay, so that's a poem, and let's see what are the literary devices used in the poem. Alliteration. And what is alliteration? It is the repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of two or more consecutive words. Okay, alliteration, repetition of the consonant sounds in the same line. Okay, the instances of alliteration, the examples of alliteration in the poem is September sunlight, S. Tree trembles, T. Okay, I hope you have understood what is alliteration. Consonant sounds are being repeated in the same line, and together. Okay, September sunlight and tree trembles. Okay, and simile, comparison between two things using the words like or as. Okay, sleek as a lizard. Okay, sleek as a lizard. Metaphor. So here the words like and as is not used. It is an indirect comparison between two things. Generally, a quality is compared here. She enters the thickness and the machine starts up. It is not the machine. The birds, the young ones are being compared as a machine. So, but here it is the indirect comparison without the word, without using like or as. Okay. And the noise created by the movement of the birds is compared to the machine's noise. And it is the engine of her family. Okay, it is like the engine, it's not being used like that. It is the engine of the family. And next line is showing her barred face identity mask. Okay, these are all metaphors. And next literary device used here is the personification, the attribution of personal nature characteristics to something non-human. So as I said in the last poem, personification is attributing human quality to inhuman things, non-living things. Okay, human quality to non-living things. The whole tree trembles and thrills. Tree is a non-living thing. So trembling and thrilling is a quality that is given to a living thing. But here it is being given to the non-living thing, that is tree. Okay. So trembles and thrills. Transferred epithet. So I said that using in the last class I have explained. Transferred epithet is a description which refers to a character or event but is used to describe a different situation or character. Her barbed face identity mask. It is an example in this poem of transferred epithet. The flowers of the laburnum tree falls like bars. When the bird sits behind the flowers, the shadow of the flowers on her face looks like she is wearing a mask that has bars on it. So as I said that, it can be interpreted in two manners. You might have seen the flowers, isn't it? So when she is sitting behind the flower, the shadow of the flowers is reflecting on her face and it is just like the stripes. So it is not the face that is barred, but it is the mask, the identity. It is the lines that is coming over the face. Okay. So her barred face identity mask is the example of transferred epithet in this poem. And the final one is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia means it is a figure of speech where a word is formed from the sound similar to it. Okay, example of onomatopoeia in this poem is twitching chirp. So it is just like the sound when we say buzz. Okay, buzz, B-U-Z-Z. It is the sound made by the bees. Hush or hiss. It is the sound made by the snake. So these sounds are similar to the sounds made by the animal. So such words are called as onomatopoeia. Okay, so here twitching chirp, chitterings, the shiverings, trillings and whistle chirp etc. are the onomatopoeic words used in the poem. And what is the central idea of the poem? The poem The Laburnum Top by Ted Hughes describes a mutual relationship between a laburnum tree, which is large, beautiful, but quite alone, and a goldfinch bird which is quite amusing, beautiful but without a shelter. The laburnum tree gives house to the bird and its young chicks, and the bird in turn takes away its dead silence. It's already explained. Thus the poet here in the poem wants to tell the reader the importance of living with each other. Okay, so the tree is giving something to the bird, and the bird in the other hand is giving something to the tree. So it just gives the importance of living with each other. Every person has different capabilities and things. We should live with each other and always try to lend a helping hand, and the others will also do the same. So it gives a message that we should live with each other and always try to lend a helping hand, and the others will also do the same to us. Okay, so that's all about the poem. So you can go through the poem, and if you are having any doubt, we can have a session for that also. Okay, you can ask me, read through the poem, read through this, see the video, and if you are having any doubts, you can contact me. Okay, so thank you for the day.